Hey everyone, and welcome to the Wreath Workshop. I am Ashley Greenwood from Three Little Greenwoods Creations. Today we are going to be making a beautiful grapevine wreath for Easter with a really pretty sign that I got from Hobby Lobby, a great big bow, and lots of beautiful flowers. So come on in and let me know where you're watching from. If you are watching right now, you might be watching the replay over on Facebook. I love my Facebook community. If you would just please type in #replay and let me know where you're watching from. If you are watching on TikTok, hello my TikTok community. Welcome to the Wreath Workshop. Gonna make a beautiful wreath today. I'm very excited about it. So let me show you what we have going on and then we will get started. First off, I have an 18-inch grapevine wreath base, and I chose an 18-inch grapevine wreath base because this sign is huge. It is actually a stake, like a yard stake from Hobby Lobby that I turned into a wreath sign, and I'm going to do a TikTok about it, so make sure you are following so you can see how I did it. I already have it attached to the grapevine. There's going to be a TikTok about that as well. Got me a big old pretty bow that it's going to be coming off. I just wanted to put it up here just to get it out of the way. And let's talk about the flowers that we are going to be using. Hello, New Jersey. Hello to my people in Texas. Welcome, Wyoming. Guys, let me know where you are watching from. I am in my home in South Carolina. It's a little bit crazy around here today. My son is home from college. He brought his puppy that's not really a puppy anymore. She keeps wandering in and out, sitting on my feet, so you might hear her as we are working. Hey Jen, how are you doing? Hey Debbie from Virginia, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. So we're going to begin with, let's start with the flowers. They're my favorite part. Hello, New York and Ohio, Michigan, welcome. Got some new people here. Guys, I'd love for you to follow along. Make sure you hit that follow button. We are going to be pairing this sign and this beautiful bow with these flowers. I've got some hot pink Gerber daisies. These are from Hobby Lobby. I've got some, I totally forgot what these are called. Now help me out. I want to say they're freesia. They're not freesia. What are these, guys? They bloom every time in the spring and I can't remember. Hey Kentucky, welcome. Okay, yellow flowers that I can't remember the name of. Guys, tell me what they are. Got some really pretty daisies. These are my forsythia. Thank you. Yellow bells, forsythia. We call it forsythia here in the South. I always want one of these in my yard when they start blooming, and then I forget about it and I never plant one. Here's my favorite daisy bush from Michael's. So we've got pink and yellow and white. For the greenery, I'm going to be using a few pieces of this really big fern. It might be a little too big, but I think I'm going to use it anyway. I have some of my favorite greenery. This is called bead grass. You can get a form of this at Hobby Lobby, but this actually came from my wholesale company that I purchased from. I love this stuff. It is so pretty. And maybe gonna add this hanging bush. So we'll see. So let's push all of these aside and get started with our design. Now I make bows here on TikTok all the time, and I share them over on my Facebook page. So I didn't take the time to make a bow while we were on live, but this is a bow that I made on a live not too long ago. You can probably go back and find it. Let's move this stuff out of the way so I can show you the bow when I take it off. Now, I already have my sign attached. It's not going anywhere. It's secured in two places. I used this. This is called bind wire, but it looks different than what I normally use. This is super thin, very flexible. It's perfect for attaching signs to a grapevine because you can't see it. It's my favorite stuff for attaching signs. So a lot of people call those yellow flowers forsythia, and some people call them yellow bells. That's very interesting. Okay, here is our bow. love it. It is really, really pretty. Lots of different ribbon. It's really big. So I'm going to be using a really big bow, a really big sign, and not a whole lot of florals. Hello, Debbie Smith. I'm so glad you're here. Hey, from South Texas. Let's first begin by greening our wreath. And I'm going to start with these really big fern prawns. This is half of a stem, half of a bush. I don't ever throw anything away. I don't know if it's the teacher in me that saves everything, but there's not a whole lot that I throw away or get rid of. I was a kindergarten teacher for almost 20 years. I ended my teaching career in a sweet little church preschool a couple of years ago, and now I do this full time. I am so blessed and lucky to do this full time. All right, so my hot glue skillet is ready to go. Do you guys want to see my hot glue skillet? I gotta add some glue sticks to it. This is my glue stick. These are the glue sticks I use every day. These are heavy duty. Your stuff's not gonna fall out. Gorilla Glue. They're in my Amazon storefront with all of my other stuff. So if you're ever curious about what I use to make wreaths, it's all in the Amazon storefront. I'm going to take my glue sticks and just drop them in my glue skillet. Let me move it over so you guys can see. So all that is just a small electric skillet, right? It's on top of ceramic, some ceramic tiles so it doesn't catch stuff on fire. I'm just going to carefully drop those in and they're just going to melt. It's like magic. It is so much easier than using a hot glue gun. Seriously, because both of your hands are free all the time. I think the bow is beautiful too. I really, really like it. All right, so I have 4 pieces of this fern. Let's move it up. So we're going to be making a crescent shape. Going to be big and big. This is going to be a really big wreath. So let's start on the top. It's going to be a big wreath, but it's not going to be complicated. There's not going to be a whole lot of stuff going on. I'm going to cut these little leaves on the bottom off so that I have more stem to stick in my grapevine. And let's put it right there. Dipping it in my hot glue skillet and then running it along with the grapevine. It's going to start the top of my crescent shape. Both of the dogs are in my Wreath Workshop. They're laying on the floor right behind me. Our older dog does not really like her baby sister. I'll just put it that way. She's not a fan. So when she shows back up at our house, our older dog, Millie, my little sidekick, she's like, what the heck? I thought we got rid of this dog. Where my wreath stand is from, it is simply weight art easel. That's all it is. Maybe one day I will purchase one of the fancy wooden ones. But for right now, I'm really happy with this little guy right here. Now, it is really lightweight, so what I do is I just get scrappy. This I stole from my little girl years ago when I first started, and then it kept falling over, so I got a 5-pound weight from the boys that I put on the back of it. Hey guys, thanks for sharing. I appreciate that. If you have a friend that you think would like to learn more about wreath making, please share this video with them. That will just help my page grow. And also, I take these TikTok lives, I download them, and then I upload them to Facebook. So if you ever want to rewatch them, go follow me on Facebook. There's a link in the profile. Let's pull one of these over here. Just making a fan. And I'm going to put this one right there. We're just going to go with it. The fun thing about wreath making is it's super creative. And you know what? If you mess up, just pull it out and start over. Don't stress about it. Just have fun. Okay, put it that way. Now let's add some of this bead grass. I love this stuff. It is it's full of texture. You can push it up so it gets really, really tight at the top. I'm going to use this to round out my crescent shape. And this is just going to lay the foundation for the rest of my florals and for the bow that I'm going to attach later. Oh, thanks for the hearts. I appreciate that. You finally made it in time for the live. Yay! So I just sent out an email, and I tried to send it out earlier than normal because you guys kept telling me that you didn't get it in time. So I sent it out like 30 minutes ahead. I would love for you guys to get on my email list, so jump on it. You can do that by going to the link in the profile. All right, so look how much visual space this takes up. I love how it gets yellow as it gets to the end. Super pretty. We're going to round out our crescent shape with this bead grass. You can find something really similar to this at Hobby Lobby. So I took a poll on my Facebook page this week asking people where they like to shop in person. And overwhelmingly, they said Hobby Lobby, which is what I have in my hometown. We do not have a Michael's or a Joann's here. So in person, that's where I shop. Where do you guys like to shop in person? Lisa is asking, where do I get my greenery from? The usual places, Michael's, Hobby Lobby. I do love to order from Greenery Market, which is an online family-owned business, and Deco Exchange. I love to order from them as well. Brian Lane Designs, he's one of my friends. He is the sweetest person. I love him a lot. So you guys go support, gosh, this is heavy. Go support BrianLaneDesigns.com. Brian's a great guy. He's got lots of really good stuff. So those are just a few places. If you want to know more places where I purchase from, I have a list in my profile. Happy Friday. Friday Junior. You scared me. I was like, is it Friday already? It's Thursday. Since I am no longer teaching, I had a really, really, really hard time keeping track of the days of the week. Anybody else like that? My mother is retired, and she also has a really hard time of keeping track of the days of the week. So what's everybody doing this afternoon? I am coming on a little bit late since my college boy is in town. He is going to pick up his baby sister from school. So I was able to jump on with you guys. She is not a baby anymore. I need to clarify that. If she hears that I called her a baby, she will not be happy. You love Hobby Lobby. Your Michaels needs help. I say that about the Joann's that is closest to me. It is not a nice, clean store. I don't like it. And ordering online sometimes is a little iffy because you never know what you're going to get. I'm going to hold on to this because I think this would be really pretty put in a little bit later. You try to stay away from Hobby Lobby because it's addictive. Yeah. Ooh, tomorrow I am going on a field trip with my mama and my aunt. We're going to go to a craft fair in Columbia, South Carolina. And while we're in Columbia, we're going to go to Carolina Pottery. Who has been to a Carolina Pottery? They are pretty awesome. Not that I need anything, but, I got to go, right? Here's the bow that we are going to be adding. I made this bow a couple of weeks ago on a live, using lots and lots of different ribbons. I call this a big loopy bow with lots of tails, and I'm going to be adding this to my wreath. Someone says they live in Columbia. You are not far from me. You want to start doing wreaths and you're afraid people won't buy them. Well, you never know if you don't try. Just try it. Go have fun. You love Carolina pottery. Me too, but I don't need anything. But I gotta go, right? Okay, so we're gonna place this right here, opposite of this big sign to kind of balance it out. I'm gonna weave my pipe cleaners. See, I've got pipe cleaners on the back. I'm gonna weave them through the grapevine to attach it. Someone's saying they have a problem buying stuff. Me too. Y'all, I did this thing today that I'm still so excited about. Have you ever heard of a wreath de-stash? So a de-stash is when a wreath maker is trying to get rid of their stuff, right? Well, there was a lady that posted, and I realized that she was really, really close to me, and she wanted to get out of the wreath making business, and she had some really good stuff. So I went today and I bought all her stuff. It was good stuff. I'm so excited. I'm so happy. So I think her name's Susan. Susan, if you're watching, thank you. I appreciate you for sharing all of your supplies with me. I'm going to put them to good use, I promise. But yeah, that was really fun to do a de-stash. That was very fun. I didn't need it, but I couldn't turn it down. All right, so here is our big, big, big loopy bow. Lots of tails. The tails are 16 inches long. The wreath bow is 12 inches. Kelly, hey Kelly. Her husband asked how many times can I buy ribbon in 1 week? Yeah, listen, so I have to tell on myself. I took my son with me to pick up the de-stash. He had the day off. He was my shadow. He was my job shadow. Today was job shadow at his school. Let me say that differently. And I made him be my shadow, and he had to go with me to get the supplies from the de-stash. And on our way home, I realized we were passing a Sam's. I had not been to Sam's to buy ribbon. I had not been. And I said, I'm just going to go. I'm just going to go and look. Y'all would be so proud of me. I only bought 4 rolls. Only bought 4 rolls. So I was pretty proud. It was hard, but that's all I got. All right, we're going to add these hot pink Gerber daisies. Notice how long I am keeping the stems. I like for my flowers to be very dimensional and pop off the wreath, and you can't get that if you cut your stems too short. So leave your stems long, okay? You bought 9 rolls this morning, Courtney. Yeah, I only bought 4. I really wanted the carrot print, but I couldn't find it. They didn't have it. I'm going to put this flower right on top, right behind this big bow. Sliding it into and with the grapevine and just pulling it forward so it kind of pops up. Someone says, who am I and what have I done with Ashley? Yeah, I know. I think it was because I spent so much money on the de-stash that I was trying to be good. Hello, Alabama. Welcome to the Wreath Workshop. I am Ashley Greenwood from 3 Little Greenwoods Creations, and I am in my home in South Carolina. Your Sam's was surprisingly well stocked. That is awesome. Okay, I'm pushing this one this way because all of your flowers should not be facing front. They should be going all different ways. Let's move it a little bit over. Okay, there we go. And let's add one more to the top. Well, hello, Lake City. My son lives near you. He goes to a tech school in Conway, South Carolina. I know where Lake City is. Welcome to the Wreath Workshop. Let's put this in. Sliding it down. All right, so got 3 up top. just going to leave it. I'm just going to leave it for right now. I can always fiddle with it later. Let's put some up under the bottom. Now, I want you to notice that I added the bow first before I started adding my flowers, because this bow is huge and it takes up a lot of space. And I don't want my flowers to be hidden up under the bow. Now, not that I'm not going to put some kind of up under there, but they won't be hidden. They're going to be peeking out a little bit. Slide that one right there. Let's pull off some more of these flowers. These Gerber daisies came from Hobby Lobby, everybody's favorite. My friend, her name is something Chick. You love this. You used to make saddles for grave sites, I'm assuming. And you were thinking about starting again. You totally should. Listen, that is something that floral arrangements for grave sites, that is something that is really needed. A lot of people ask me about those. It's not something that I have ever done, but I know that it is a need. There we go. All right, let's make one come out the bottom. And then we're going to stop with these hot pink Gerber daisies. Does Costco have ribbon? I think they do. But I don't have a Costco in my hometown, and we don't have a membership. We just have Sam's. I know Costco has ribbon at Christmas. Let's put one coming out of the bottom like that. Let's get all this stuff out of the way. There we go. Next, let's come in with our, you know what, guys? I'm going to have to put something up under here. Let me show you why. Do you see how pretty the bow looks when it's all fluffy and fat like this on the bottom? There's got to be something up under there to hold it up, so let's use this. I knew I was keeping this for a reason. So I'm going to lift my loops out of the way. I'm going to glide this right up under here to make my bow pop off of the wreath just a little bit. Gliding it in with the grapevine. There we go. So pretty. Hey, hey, welcome to the Wreath Workshop. Next, let's add the yellow bells, or as we call them, forsythia. These are always so pretty in the spring. This came from Joe. Well, okay. Bloom Room. Where's the Bloom Room, guys? Help me out. I always set my tags aside so that I can figure out how much product I have in each ribbon, in each wreath. This is a really good little bush. I love big punchy colors like this hot pink and yellow. I mean, nothing says spring like bright colors. Someone says Joanne's. I think you may be right. What size is the wreath? The wreath base is an 18-inch wreath base. It's a big one. I don't know what kind of box I'm going to put this in, but it's going to be a big one. You need to learn how to make bows. I have a tutorial for you. Go to the link in my profile and there is a free bow making tutorial using an easy bow maker. There we go. Ouch. Hot glue is hot. Hot glue is hot. Let's put some on the side. I'm going to turn this so I can see what the heck I'm doing. I do not want to get hot glue on my bow. But if you do get hot glue on your bow, it's not the end of the world. Just wait for it to dry and it'll come off. Turn it back this way. You're so welcome. Let's come over to the side. Remember, you want to put something behind your bow to hold it up. Put that right there. I see a little hole right here in the camera. We'll fill that in. My daughter is texting because her brother is supposed to be picking her up. I know he's going to be there. I know he's not going to forget his sister. Right, guys? There we go. Let's use some more. Who loves this color? Am I coming to Wreath Makers Live? I have not decided. I want to come, but I'm a big old chicken. I have never flown by myself. I have never traveled. Well, I have traveled. Not really. That would be a big trip for me. And I know I should come. Listen, tell me your real name. My MB Crafts by Max. Are you Max? Tell me. That's the bad thing about TikTok. We don't know each other's real names. And we don't see anybody's faces. I'm going to put this really long piece up under my bow. Coming out of the bottom. Spreading this yellow all over the place. Oh my gosh, this color is so pretty. Come join us. It will be your first event too. Awesome. I might have to do that. I'm still debating. It would be fantastic. It's Max. Hey Max. Joy says it's Max. What is Wreath Makers Live? Okay, so Wreath Makers Live is a Wreath Makers convention. It is hosted by Damon from Deco Exchange and Julie Samaco from Southern Charm Wreaths. They are fantastic wreath makers. I would love to go. You guys are trying to talk me into it. Let's put this up here. There we go. Ooh, so pretty. So listen, I am doing a spring wreath workshop. You guys have been asking for that. And you can get on the list for the spring wreath workshop by going to the link in my profile. It's going to be at the end of this month. It's going to be hosted in a private Facebook group with lots of tutorials all about spring. I'm going to be giving you a detailed supply list. So if you want to, go ahead and get on that list. Just go to the link in my profile. You guys have been asking. And I loved doing that. It was really fun. I did 2 Christmas ones and a fall one. It was so much fun. And then I love to see what everyone has made at the end. All right, Kelly is saying, I can totally fly alone. You were terrified, but you had to do it for work. And they were very helpful in the airport. I'm thinking that I can get a flight out of Charlotte and fly straight there. Maybe. Where is it going to be? Houston? I can't remember. Far away from me. Max, you were going alone and you were 18. 18? Oh my gosh. Okay, well. Maybe I can do it too. It's going to be in Houston. When is it? It is in, Max, when is it? Help me out. It is July? End of July? Sugarland, Texas. Only 15 minutes for you. Oh, you are so lucky. Oh my goodness. Hold on, guys. I'm looking for my wire. Oh, here they are. Sometimes I cut my stems in half. And just to get more bang for my buck, I'm going to twist this on the top. Just like that. Yeah, I think Max is right. It's the 27th through the 29th. I think that's right. Okay, so I've got 2 pieces off of one stem. And I am going to just take this pretty little white daisy and fill in all the places. I have to meet Max. I am excited to meet Max. Listen, my family does not appreciate my wreath making, my wreath making ability. They are so tired of me making them haul up wreaths and ribbons and flowers. I love talking to other people about wreath making. Seriously. It makes me happy. That's why I love Brian so much. Brian Lane from Brian Lane Designs. You guys should follow him. He's fantastic. And he sells supplies, which is like double whammy. Is there a site for Wreath Makers Live? There is a site. Honest to goodness, I think if you just go to the internet and search Wreath Makers Live, it's going to pop up. I've never been to a wreath convention. Anybody else? Max, have you been to a wreath convention before? Let me know. Okay. Let's pop this in, this sweet little daisy. I'm just filling in all the spaces, guys. And I have done a lot of chatting this tutorial, so I apologize to all my people that are gonna fuss saying I've been doing too much chatting. I'm sorry. I can't help myself. Sometimes I'm better than others and I don't chat as much, but sometimes we're just chatty, right? We're just chatty. You are cleaning your craft room to start on an Easter wreath while you're listening to my live. I am so excited that you are listening to me. Listen, I love listening and watching and learning from other wreath makers, because I don't know it all at all. Okay, let's see. Let me put one more up here. It's looking a little dark. All right. Here, if I can slide it down in the grapevine without getting my fingers burned. There we go. Chatting is half the fun. I am so glad you feel that way, because sometimes I feel like, you know, people don't want. It's my page. I can chat if I want to. Thank you. You love picking up new ideas from other wreath makers. Me too. And that's the best thing about our community is when I was teaching school, we all shared with each other, you know, and it was just a real community, and we had each other's backs. And if there was something great that we found or that we were teaching or that our children loved, we would share it with each other. And that's like the community. That's like the wreath maker community. Debbie wants to know, where did I get my sign from? Hobby Lobby. Hobby Lobby. It used to be a yard stake, and I had my son cut the metal stake off the bottom, and I put it on my wreath. Isn't it pretty? So think outside the box for your wreath signs, okay? Max says he went to Crafters Convention last year. It was your first event, and it was your best decision ever. Awesome. Okay. I'm going to have to do it. I'm so scared. I'm just going to get over myself. All right, let's put that in there. All right. Just to add a little bit of color to the bottom. It might get covered up with the ribbon. Well, that's okay. Where did it go? There it is. I'm trying to hurry up because when my children get back from picking up my daughter, it's going to be like pandemonium. Pandemonium, I tell you. Where did I get my wreath? I got this Grapevine Wreath, I believe from Michael's. 18 inches. Just keep adding our little white daisies all the way around. Remember, I'm pulling them off the wreath because I want it to have lots and lots of dimension. You were asked to design on stage at General Wholesale. Oh! That's awesome. Way to go, Max. That's fantastic, because I was looking at that, and there are some phenomenal wreath makers that are going to be there. I believe Donna from On a Whim, who's one of my favorites. That's fantastic. You are going to rock it. So pretty. Can I show how the cross is attached in the back with the bind wire? Once I'm finished, I'll flip it around, okay? So stay tuned. Stay tuned, and I will share that with you. You guys hear the dogs? They're quiet for the moment. They've worn themselves out. Both of them laying on the floor. But I'm telling you, when they hear that door open, they are going to lose their minds again. They're just resting, right? They're just resting. Okay, so I'm pretty happy around here. Let's see if we can add some to this side. Right there behind the bow. Gonna lift up that loop. And just add that color right there. It's gonna be in Louisiana. Oh my goodness. I heard there's lots of really good wreath places in Louisiana, like General Wholesale. I should put them on my list. Thanks, Kelly. How much is my wreath going to cost? I am not sure. So what I do when I'm finished is I think about everything that I have put in a wreath, and then I add it all up. And that's how I come up with the cost. And then I list it on Etsy. Oh, shoot. I thought I had a flower. There is no flower. Let's add some more color right here. There we go. So the bow is just kind of like sunken into all of these florals. You think you always add too much to your wreaths, Joyce? It's never too much. You just have to make sure, which I have to go back and check, that the sight line is good. Do you kind of see this one's kind of sticking out a little bit? So I need something right here. I may have to open up another pack of bead grass to add that on there. Do I do custom orders? Sometimes I do. If you would like a custom order, you can reach out to me on Etsy or here on this app, and I will tell you how to get to my Etsy shop. Okay, let's see. I need to back it up and see what's going on. Let's put some more color down here, even though it's under the bow. The wind might blow the bow out of the way, and you want to see some prettiness. Uh-oh, the children are home. I hear it. There she goes. All right, so there is just a few more spots. I'm almost finished. Let's push this up. Can y'all hear them? All right, let's add this right here. Bring it forward. Remember, you can always move your florals around to cover up spots that you need for them to cover. Like that right there. My boys came home, dropped their baby sister off, and they left again. Because that's how they roll. Let's put this over here, up under the bow. Very quickly so I don't get burned. Alright guys, I think that's it. Let's see what it looks like. I'm gonna have to add some more greenery to the tippy top. Right back here, because I'm going to add some more greenery up there, but let's look and see what we got. Let me take it off of my wreath stand. So guys, this is my wreath stand. It is just a lightweight art easel. That's all it is, okay? Not a big deal. It gets scrappy with what you got. What do you guys think? That is so pretty. I love the hot pink and the yellow. I really like the bow. The bow is big and sassy, just like the cross is. Someone was asking to see the back of the wreath. Now, I used brown bind wire, so you really can't see it, but it's attached right here really tightly, and down here at the bottom really tightly. It's not going anywhere. It is very secure. And let's see how it hangs. That's pretty good. I might want to move the hanger over just a little bit so that it hangs more like this, so that the cross is purposefully cockeyed. So I'm going to move it over just a little bit. I like to always put a hanger on the back of my wreaths so people hang them the right way. And I want my wreaths to not be pretty. How are the flowers secured besides hot glue? That's all that's holding them in. Ooh, y'all, that's really pretty. What did I... Ma'am.
Hey.
Okay, I'm doing a lot. Oh. I told you they'd find me.
I just got back from tutoring, Mama.
What did I attach the bind wire to the cross? I just put it through the holes. Like there's one right here. And then down here at the bottom, you can't even see it. You're jealous of my work. Listen, get started. Make something beautiful for yourself. All right, guys. I'm hopping off because pandemonium is about to ensue. Oh my goodness. I am blessed that my children are still home and they still love me, even though they come and go. What size is my bow? It is 12 inches wide with 16-inch tails. It's a biggin. And I made it on my Easy Bow Maker. If you want to learn how to do that, there's a tutorial in my profile. And listen, I'm going to be hosting a spring wreath workshop. I would love for you guys to get on that list. All you have to do is go to the link in my profile and click on the little button that says I want to learn more about the spring wreath workshop. It's going to be at the end of the month in a private Facebook group. It is a paid workshop, but I'm going to be giving you so much goodness. So I would love for you to join me. Where did I get my flowers? These flowers came from Hobby Lobby, Joann's, Sims Pottery, which is my wholesale company that I adore. So yeah, lots of stuff going on. Where am I located? I am in South Carolina. All right, everyone. I got to go downstairs and wrangle up the chaos. Y'all have a wonderful afternoon, and I will catch you live next week. Monday. I'll catch you live on Monday. Bye, everybody. Have a great day.